I love how if it's daytime, the dungeon exit will show you a lot that it's lit. By the way, this douse the torch. Normally, the original game did not automatically douse your torch or your lantern, and so if you forgot, you would just burn your torch out or your oil out of your lantern. Luckily, there's a mod, or it might actually be in Unity or something that does that. It's really cool. I'm happy about that. Anywho, oh, see that cool blue glowing shard thingy? I don't know if you've seen this, Nawson, if you're still there, but that is another mod. Why am I walking so slow? And what it does is it creates these blue glowing shards that basically were like these meteorites that fell down, and they're all over Tamriel in random places. And you go click on them, and you just collect them. And once you've collected them, like they give you stuff like find 2 more and it'll increase my luck. And there are 5 left in the Daggerfall region. So it's not like game breaking. It's just kind of nifty and neat. And if I remember correctly, there is a town not far from this dungeon that you can walk to. Normally, so here's the outside area. So Daggerfall, when they created it, was unlike anything before and probably anything since, because the way they crafted the land masses and everything was almost, it was using kind of a realistic scale. And from what I understand, the landmass in this game is literally the size of Great Britain. And it's laid out in such a way that you literally, you could not play the game where you walked from one end to the other. Let me show you the overland map. This is the overland map. So we're playing in the Daggerfall region. But apparently in this game, you can go to all these different cool-ass places, right? And so this whole area is like, it's just so massive. And just to show you, when we fast travel, we're not going to do it yet, but when you click on this, these are the right. These are the towns, just the towns that are in Daggerfall. And like I think we're over here. Like we're right here, and it takes days to travel to different locations, and that's using the fast travel. If you don't use the fast travel and try to walk it, like it would you from what I understand, you can't do it really. And you wouldn't really want to try. It would be boring as fuck because you'd just be wandering and wandering and walking and walking and seeing all that crap. These are all like temples and dungeons and homes, and yeah. So we are here, and if I remember correctly, we could just fast travel. Like some people like to go straight to Daggerfall proper, which is the capital, right? I'm not going to do that. One of the mods that I have on here is no timed main quest. So normally the main quest is timed, and so what happens is you get these notes throughout. You have these envoys will show up and hand you notes that you're supposed to go meet somebody within 30 days, and that helps you along in the main quest. And you still get those. The thing is that there's no time limit on them individually after each one now with the mod that I added. And I do that because I want to follow the main quest, but I don't want to accidentally, like if I'm in the middle of doing some really long or quest for the Mages Guild or the Fighters Guild or Temple or something, I don't want to accidentally miss the main quest, because if you do, you can't follow the main quest anymore. And I definitely don't want that to happen. So I like that mod. I don't think it breaks or hurts the game all that much. And ultimately, it allows me to go follow the main quest when I feel that I'm ready. And so I like to level up for a while until I feel I'm ready, and then follow the main quest, and then probably go off on a tangent for a while and then follow the main quest. And that's kind of the way I intend to do it. So now back to where we're at. So if I remember correctly, if you just walk up that hill, there is a, yeah. So there's the water. And if we walk up that hill, which is what we're going to do, we're going to run up that hill. We're going to exhaust ourselves running up that hill. But there's a town right up there. Normally, like I was saying, you don't normally want to walk across land in Daggerfall because it's just it's boring. But this particular town is so close to this dungeon that there's no reason not to. You can just run up here and it lets you see the mods. So look at the lighting and the shadows and the reflections, and the sky is so much better with the mod, like dramatically better. And look at the vista, like wow, whoa, a little bit of texture pop there. Yeah, just kind of impressive. Where's the village? Was I mistaken? Nope, there it is. Whew! Ha! I was like, wait a minute, did I go the wrong way? Because that's possible, I suppose. Wow, even a little bit of stuttering? Wow, I do have the settings up to maximum. Gothway Garden. So, this is neat. So, cool thing. You might find this interesting, Star Kitty. When you're in a town, it has its own map, right? And this color-coded. So all these dark gray buildings are basically just residences. The blue buildings are guild halls of some kind. These are probably temples because of the weird shape. That is likely the Fighters Guild. That is likely the Mages Guild, I think. We'll find out. The green ones are taverns. And the orange ones are merchant style buildings, general stores, alchemists, armor smiths, things like that. And so there is a neat feature. I don't know if this was in the original Daggerfall or if it's a Unity thing, but you can click on info mode and you can just right click at a building and it'll tell you what it is. And like that just picked up the pig and cat, which is that. And then we're going to go over here. What is that? That is the Mages Guild. I was right. We're going to want to join the Mages Guild forthwith because there's some spells that you absolutely need to play Daggerfall, and you'd be remiss not to get them. But before we go into the Mages Guild, that's cool. Makes it easier to get around town. Yes. Well, the towns are really big. You'll see here. It's laid out almost like a real world, and so yeah, it's neat. Before we go into the Mages Guild and start buying spells, yeah, we have some money already, so we could probably afford it. But I'm going to find it. I think I'll find it much easier to go ahead and sell off some of this junk that we're loaded down with. So if you like me, and you like to min-max your selling and your buying, from what I understand, there are some rules to follow when it comes to buying and selling stuff. When you enter a store, there's a message that pops up describing what the store is like. And it's kind of a little bit sort of backwards from what you would think, but sort of makes sense. In that the... oh, wow, that's interesting. A random event just happened to me. A piece of paper gently blows past you. You grab it and pick it up. I'm going to take a look. By the way, that's what I just picked up, apparently. So, info, parchment, use. Cartographers Association of the Iliac Bay Daggerfall Charter. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. If I remember correctly, in the original Daggerfall, this happened. You could just pick up this random parchment thing, and it could lead you to something called the Cartographers Association, and looks like there's a quest associated with it if you want to follow it. I think there's just one quest and then you're done. But there's a mod called Archaeologist Guild or something, and it actually expands upon this little concept and turns the Cartographers Association into this big guild, and they give you I didn't add the mod, but it sounds neat. It's just, I already feel like there's a lot of quests in the game. It adds a bunch of quests to the game. Supposedly the best part of it, and I was tempted by this, is that you can, if you level up in the Archaeologist Guild, if you rank up in it, you can get a device that shows you where in the dungeon your what you're looking for is, even if the dungeon isn't uncovered. So you can kind of try and look that direction, try and move that direction. I don't know if that's that big of a deal to me. I like to explore the dungeons, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and that's why I didn't install the mod. Just a little bit of a tangent there. At any rate, so I probably will ignore this quest. Moving on. So, oh yeah, we were talking about stores. When you walk into a store, looks like there's a general store and another general store. And so when you walk into a store, I'll show you. To put it in dialogue mode. Oh, by the way, check out this random townsperson. Let's talk to her. Hello. Let's be... I don't want to be polite or normal. Let's just say, where is a bank? The Bank of Daggerfall. Of course, I know where the Bank of Daggerfall is, but I don't want to tell the likes of you. Oh, she didn't like us. We talked to her in a blunt manner. Begging your pardon, but that's such a stupid question I don't think I should have to answer. Wow, you're so friendly. You're Galadoon. I don't think I want to tell you where to find... Okay, well, you have a nice day, ma'am. I'm sorry, somebody pissed in your oatmeal. Alright, so, you come over here to a store. When you walk in, it gives you this. There are, I think, 5 or 6 different things that you'll get, and each one is kind of a variant. So in this one it says, incense and soft music soothe your nerves as you cross the threshold. Each item in the shop is carefully mounted and displayed. Not the slightest defect can be detected in any item within. That particular one is there's a range from high to low. This particular description means this is a high-end store. So supposedly, the high-end stores are the better place to find the best equipment. And the low-end stores, which talk about having like rats scurrying across your foot, those are the places to sell. And that seemed a little backwards to me, but they explain it such that the lower-end stores, the owners don't have very good mercantile skills. And so that's why you'll get more money for selling stuff at those places. Now keep in mind, the higher end places will still be more expensive when you buy gear. But you can supposedly you can generally find better gear at them. I have actually not found that to be the case with my test character. I found some of my best gear at there's a shop that I shop at in one of the cities that I like to hang out at. And that particular shop is it's not the lowest end, but it's like towards the lower end tier, and I constantly find good gear there. So I don't know. I don't know if it's all relative or whatnot, but we're gonna go in this store and we're gonna see if you're just gonna see what it's like. So you can some general store guys will repair items, not all of them will. Usually you have to go like a smith or something. So we're not going to talk to this guy because he might want to give us a quest, and we're not ready for that. We'd rather get quests from guild halls and stuff. So sell. We have all this gear. The cool thing about general stores is they'll sell quite a bit of stuff. But the thing is, general stores will only buy weapons. They won't buy your armor. For that, you either got to go to an armor smith or a oh crap, what's it called? Pawn shop. Pawn shops will buy almost anything. They'll buy books. They'll buy, you can go to bookstores to buy or sell books, but it's usually easier just to find a pawn shop to sell most of your junk. And so I'm going to just take a quick gander at what this guy has. just in case he might have something. Ooh, an iron daikatana. So just so you know, the tiers of the weapons. When you're talking about swords, you have, I think sabers are the lowest end. We're talking about long swords now, long blade, right? Sabers are the lowest end, then broadsword, then long sword, and then katana, and then claymore, and then daikatana. And so I'm tempted to get this iron daikatana, just because it's basically like a claymore, only better. See the claymore is 1 to 17 damage. The iron daikatana is 2 to 20 damage. I mean, you don't find daikatana super often, but this character seems to be super lucky with finding stuff. So I definitely think we want to consider dumping the weird clothes that he has. That'd be kind of cool to wear a Khajiit suit underneath all of his armor. I don't know. I'm not super excited by, I don't know, this short tunic. Might be kind of cool looking. Do I want to keep the porn star shirt? I don't know. I think we're just going to not worry about that for now. I do want to see if we can get a... we need to get up money. The most important things we need to buy off the bat are a horse and a cart. Horse, as you can see, is expensive as hell. 1,000 gold. Wow. Early adventure. I'm poor. I only have 539, which is still actually quite a bit for a poor guy. Now, granted, once I sell all this stuff, we'll have a whole lot more. But the cart isn't too expensive. The cart is one of the coolest things. I wish other RPGs had this. The cart literally, you can leave it at the beginning of your dungeon, and if you teleport back or walk back to the beginning of the dungeon, because you're full of treasure, you can dump all your stuff into the cart. And of course, you carry a certain amount of weight above your strength, right? Well, the cart can carry 750 kilograms. Like right now, I can carry a max of 198 kilograms, but the cart can carry 750. Boom! That's a lot, right? So it's interesting is you can have a cart without the horse. I guess you're just kind of pulling the cart along to your dungeon with you wherever you go. You definitely want to get the horse because when you're wandering around in towns, if you want to get around quickly, you're going to want to run. But when you run, you lower your endurance really quickly, and so you have to rest. But if you get a horse, you can basically walk with a horse as fast as your run speed, and it doesn't lower your endurance. So we want to get that. Ooh, a loincloth. Yeah. So, oh, look at this. Oil, but he doesn't have a lantern. I still think I'm going to go ahead and pick up the oil just because, pick it all up. Just because, oh, weight-wise, I can't get any more than the 5. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it for now. We're going to find a better... You know what? We're going to leave this guy. This isn't actually why we're here in this town anyway. But we do want to at least find... I don't think there's a pawn shop in this town. I think there's only the general stores. So we may be wasting our time a little bit. But we're going to try and find the best place where we can get the best deals. And that guy... For selling our gear. And that guy is not it. I think I'm going the wrong way. I am. Okay. Let's run. See my endurance just tank while I'm running? Here we go. Another general store. This general store. Shop is better appointed than many. Its wares lie neatly on the shelves. Although not fit for a king, all are skillfully crafted. This is kind of at the mid to higher. That's actually so you have mid and then one right above that and then the highest. And this is the second to the highest. So yeah, we'll come back to this. That's not where we want to be. Shop is laid out in a practical and straightforward manner. All the items seem to be of adequate construction. That is the mid-grade. Yeah, I was right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have the mid-grade, which is this particular statement, and then you have one right above it, and then the ultimate, and then below it is two grades as well. we're going to go out here. I don't know. Maybe I'm wasting my time spending so much time. Rusty relics lie wherever they were last tossed. All the wares show the cracks and chips of shoddy workmanship. A mouse scampers over your feet before burrowing into a nearby sack. This is the worst place we could come to, which is perfect because we're gonna sell all of our gear to him. I love in Daggerfall, even though it's not really realistic, and it's probably better in like Morrowind and Skyrim and Oblivion. All of those have an economy, and the merchants that you meet have a limit on the gold. But Daggerfall and Arena don't. And even though it's not as realistic, I like it because it makes the game much easier to play. So, talk mode. I'm going to be in talk mode. Sell! We're going to sell all our junk. We got to keep the ebony dagger, and we got to remember to keep that. So we can use iron, but we have the elven saber 4 to 13. It's just we're going to keep the elven saber. We don't need it's a general store, so he can only buy weapons. Can't use steel, anything steel. We're not going to use tantos because that's for short blades. We already have 1 iron claymore. We don't need that. Iron short sword gone. 2 iron long swords. I mean, I guess we'll keep 1. Steel battle axe. We're not using axes. Steel. You know what I just realized? We might have actually been able to gotten that even further. I think we might have been able to add another disadvantage limit. You can limit the types of weapons that you use. Basically say, I can't use, axes, or I can't use blunt weapons. And I might have been able to get that lower. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. So I can't use steel, so we should be able to get a decent amount for the steel katana. Another iron longsword. Staff I don't care about. Steel dagger. Silver warhammer could be worth a chunk. Yeah, look at that chunk. Oh! Okay. Silver war axe. Look at that. 500. Steel longsword. That should be worth a decent amount. Iron tento. Steel short sword. Iron longsword. Look at that. All right. 29.74. Now we'll probably get about half that when we sell this stuff. Let's see. 14.75. Yep, little more than half. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Woohoo! Okay, we could probably sell iron longsword. I don't know honestly why I'm carrying it. We don't really need it. Yeah, we'll sell that too. And now, real quick while we're here, we'll see if he has it. Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll have something decent. Well, he does have the things that we need to buy. So we're going to go ahead and get the horse and the... Why is he showing the horse costing 2,000 gold? What in the fuck? Well, so, yeah, let's... Wow, champion straps. I wonder where you put those. Alright, I'm going to clear that and compare that. So remember 2360. We're going to go to one of these other stores and see if the horse and cart is more. Like, it may actually be cheaper to buy at the more expensive places. This is the mid-grade. 2360 is our target. We want to be lower than that. Whoops. Horse and cart, 2560. Okay, so it's actually reversible tunic. It's actually more expensive. Wait, what was that? Fancy armbands. No thanks. All right, so that was at the mid-grade place, and this place, if I remember correctly, was close to the upper range. So, oops, no. Buying horse and cart. Wow, yeah, so it really does. It's really all about the mercantile skill. So, I guess we'll go buy the horse and cart here. Good to know. A little bit of experimentation never hurt. Uh, 1189. Oh, wow. I think we got a better roll this time. Okie dokie. Not gonna worry about my clothes for now. Then we still need to find somebody who will buy all this armor. But that won't be in this town. If I remember correctly, we're going to have to go to a completely different town. Aldingwall or... what did the guide recommend again? There was a spot. There were a couple of towns that it recommended that you could go to. One was called Aldingwall, and the other was Chesterwork. Yep, Chesterwork is a nice kind of home base. So we'll probably check those out. But actually, since I wanted to, I don't know. Well, we do need to sell gear, and so we'll do that after we get some spells here in this town. Wow, it's after 10. Yeah, they have some crazy, interesting names. It's pretty cool. You should see the people's names. Oh my goodness. So here's the thing. I think we're really close to a good stopping point, but I do want to sell this gear off. So let me run over here real quick and see if this is if I'm wrong and this happens to be oh, that's the Bank of Daggerfall. So bank is super useful because gold actually has weight in this game. Unlike any other Elder Scrolls game, gold has weight. And so, by the way, we should save here in town and quick save. But right now, we're not carrying enough for it to be that big of a deal. And yes, there's no weight to your cart. At least under, obviously that makes sense. So, and I guess we don't really have to worry about it, right? Ooh, check out this statue. That's nifty. Huh. All right. Now that we have a horse, you click on T for travel and H for horse. There we go. Isn't that neat? What do you think of that, Star Kitty? There's another inn. The Fighters Guild. Did I name my horse? I guess the horse should be named Wilbur. That sounds like the name of a horse, doesn't it? That's a Temple of Kinnereth. Resolution of Zen. Oh, that's not a Temple of Arcade. Okay, so we're going to make our way quickly over. Wait, how much gold do we have left now? 870. I still think we can buy a couple of spells. So, and then after we do that, we will go ahead and make our way. What time is it? It is 9:27. So we're gonna have to loiter a little bit. You cannot rest in towns or you will get arrested. So I gotta get off my horse apparently. No, I don't. I'm gonna loiter for 2 hours while I wait for the guild hall to open. There we go. All right, Mage's Guild. Hello. What is your name, sir? Perister Wicksmith. See, aren't these names awesome? Alright. So, Mr. Wicksmith. Wizard Wicksmith. Let us speak. I would very much like to join your guild. Yes, you are worthy to join the Mage's Guild. As an apprentice, you can use the Spellmaker and get training in any of the guild's skills. Later, you will become eligible to use the library, buy magical items, and even make your own. Are you interested in joining? Well, yeah, I just said that I was. And then henceforth, you'll be known as Galadoon, apprentice to the Mage's Guild. It will take patience and hard effort to gain access to all the guild offers, my child, but I can now give you access to our trainers and our spellmaker. Too much power in too little time has destroyed many a man and woman. The Mage's Guild is nothing if not conscientious. If you say so. Alright, we gotta find this. She makes spells. We could just make the spells. I don't know if that's cheaper or not. This is the spell seller. We can buy spells here. Alright, so. Belania's Antidote. Wow, that's expensive. If I remember, let's see, what does the guild say you need the most quickly? I think water walking and water breathing. We need a healing spell, though, for sure. Belena's Balm can be very cost effective early on. So we're going to get that for 71 gold. Yeah, okay. So that's a healing spell. There's a little jolt of healing for us. Let's see, we're gonna need. So it'd be nice to get free action, but honestly, we won't have enough spell points to cast it yet. We need the water walking and water breathing the most because otherwise we can't go into those sections of the dungeon. So water breathing, yes. Water walking, yes. Down to 611 gold. I don't know why they say you need levitation, because you can climb walls, but there might be instances where you just can't, so I might as well get it. So we got the healing. Oh, recall! That's right. That's the #1 most important one. I forgot. That's the first one you should always get. Yeah, there we go. Wow, pricey. Pricey, I say, pricey. We're low on gold now. So now it has to come to... We got the water breathing, we got the healing, water walking, recall... Let's see. Open is going to be expensive. Damn! What about levitation? Let's see how expensive it is. Oh, we could afford that. What about free action? So free action, what that's for is when you get hit by a spider or a scorpion and you fail your save, then you get paralyzed. And then they'll just eat you while you can't do anything. It's terrible. But you can get unparalyzed with potions or spells. Yeah. So, free action is super expensive. We can't even afford that right now. So we might as well get the levitate, I think. Where'd it go? It's in alphabetical order, ding dong. Woo! Okay. Alright, I'm practically broke now, but we got most of the important spells. We can pick up the free action and open later. Bye! Jenna!